Napoleon Bonaparte and Empress Josephine, the greatest love that could not last. What if the most powerful man in the world couldn't win the heart he loved the most? What if the greatest conqueror in history was defeated, not on the battlefield, but by love? This is the heartbreaking love story of Napoleon Bonaparte and Empress Josephine, a romance filled with passion, jealousy, betrayal, sacrifice, and unforgettable devotion. Their story proves that even the strongest empire cannot control the human heart. Let's begin. A love that changed history. In 1795, a young and ambitious military officer named Napoleon Bonaparte met a beautiful widow named Josephine de Beauharnais. Josephine was 6 years older than Napoleon. She had already experienced tragedy. Her husband had been executed during the French Revolution, leaving her to raise 2 children alone. Napoleon was instantly captivated. Her elegance, confidence, and charm made him fall deeply in love. He didn't just admire her, he adored her. Only a year later, in 1796, they were married. But while Napoleon's love was endless, Josephine's heart wasn't always as devoted. Love letters that touched the soul. Soon after their marriage, Napoleon left to lead the Italian campaign. Although he was fighting wars and building his reputation, his thoughts never left Josephine. He wrote passionate letters filled with longing. He missed her every single day. He dreamed of holding her again. He counted the days until he could return home. His letters revealed a side of Napoleon the world rarely saw, not as a fearless general, but as a man completely consumed by love. Yet while Napoleon remained faithful, rumors spread that Josephine had become involved with another man. Betrayal that broke a conqueror. When Napoleon discovered the rumors, his heart shattered. The man who defeated powerful armies could not protect himself from heartbreak. He felt betrayed. He felt abandoned. For a time, anger replaced love. Ironically, years later, Napoleon himself also had relationships outside the marriage. Their trust had been damaged forever. Still, neither of them could completely let go. Their love was complicated, painful, yet impossible to forget. The greatest sacrifice. As Napoleon rose to become Emperor of France, one painful truth became impossible to ignore. Josephine could not give him an heir. Without a child, the future of the empire was uncertain. Napoleon faced the hardest decision of his life. He loved Josephine more than anyone. But he believed France needed a successor. In 1810, after years together, they divorced. The ceremony was filled with tears. Napoleon admitted that he still loved her. Josephine also confessed that she would always love him. They ended their marriage, but not their affection. Sometimes love survives even after goodbye. Love that never truly ended. Napoleon later married another woman and finally had a son. But many historians believe he never stopped loving Josephine. He continued to care about her. He made sure she lived comfortably. He often remembered their happiest moments together. Then tragedy struck once again. In 1814, Josephine passed away. Napoleon was devastated. Only months later, he lost his empire and was sent into exile. Years later, while living alone on the remote island of St. Helena, Napoleon reflected on his extraordinary life. He had conquered nations, he had changed history, but the memory that stayed with him most was Josephine. According to many historical accounts, one of the last names associated with his final moments was Josephine. Whether legend or truth, it perfectly symbolizes a love that time could never erase. The love story of Napoleon and Josephine reminds us that success, wealth, and power cannot guarantee happiness. A man who ruled Europe could not rule fate. A woman who was deeply loved could not stay forever. Their story teaches us that love is not measured by how long people stay together, but by how deeply they remain in each other's hearts. Some love stories end with a wedding, some end with a farewell, and some never truly end at all. If this emotional story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who believes that true love never dies. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next story. If like this story, subscribe to the channel.